Hi there, it's Jyoti from Special Yoga. I'm sitting on just outside an airfield actually, and I'm not going to tell you why I'm sitting here, but anyway, a bit of a mad moment in my life. Anyway, I've been, as I'm sure we all are, really feeling the experience of being, living and witnessing the level of hatred and division that we're experiencing as part of the war that's going on in the Middle East, and the fear that rises. We see the poverty lines getting greater, the divide between rich and poor gets greater in the UK, certainly, probably in America as well. And something really is wrong, and they've been talking for years now about there has to be light and love to overcome the darkness, and that everything will fall away, all the darkness will eventually fall away. But in the interim of all of that happening, there's so much suffering, and I think it's really, I think it's part of the work now is to really hold your heart and to really not engage with the hatred, and the anger also that arises from the injustice, because it is unjust. There's no question about it, and yet, if we don't hold the light and we get caught up with the fear, we're actually just in the same place as, we can't do anything useful. So, and then I've been kind of noticing on a much more micro level, that's the kind of larger scale, of how the inner war of the mind just takes us over as well, of all the woundings of our, certainly for me, of my childhood, creates patterns of behaviour and thoughts where I don't feel good enough, where I don't feel met, and drop my phone for a minute there. Oops, dropped my phone for a minute there. Anyway, that's a bit mad moment. And just how actually learning to kind of cultivate the ability to reparent myself and to really sit with what's underneath all those moments of not good enough, and perhaps feeling excluded or not loved or whatever it may be that arises. And all of those things arise, by the way, from time to time for me. Fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of not fitting in, fear of being seen, fear of so many things, and yet that's just my wounded child speaking loudly and saying, please take care of me, please take care of me. So learning how to take care of her has been, and continues to be, the only journey I know to take in these days, to bring a deeper love for myself, and then I find that I can be less judgmental around others, because the judgment is just my fear, isn't it? I think judgment is fear. Judgment says I'm not good enough, so I'm going to judge you because I'm judging me, and all of that kind of thing. And how that kind of level of self-hatred, which it actually is at a certain level, is just mirrors on a much smaller scale, obviously, about what's going on out there in the world. And we create that divide, don't we? And I think it all has to start with us. The more that we can break down that divide and really, 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 really work towards loving ourselves, befriending ourselves, sitting with ourselves, learning how to be our best friend, learning how to not judge ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, to cultivate that really strong sense of love and light is really the only way forwards. And from there, perhaps, if more of us, stepped into that journey and really observed when the hatred and judgments and things like that arise, to just come back and be more present and be more here and be more loving and be kinder to self to start with, then actually the energy field we put out changes, and the only way forward for change has to be there. There is no other way. We can't change externally and be authentic if we haven't changed internally. If we less hatred in the world, we have to have less hatred towards the parts of ourselves we don't like, or that feel uncomfortable, or that less hatred towards others when we feel hurt by them, because we're not, our needs aren't being met, which isn't about them, it's about us anyway. So just keep doing the work, and keep cultivating that presence of kindness to self, just noticing and just feeling that little person inside me going, I'm not okay, and just sitting there going, okay, let's soothe you, let's be here with you, let's hold you, and let's learn how to love you, let's show you that you're loved more than anything, actually. the adult part of us can love that child in us. So, and we learn how to parent ourselves. I never really understood what parenting ourselves really meant, but now I really do. And it's really shifting my whole perspective on life. And it doesn't mean I don't judge, and it doesn't mean I don't have those feelings of insecurity and more than anything else. But it does mean that when they arise, I can meet them with more kindness. And hopefully, over a period of time, as I meet them with more kindness, they won't stay so long, and they'll be of service, not only to me but to the rest of the world. So keep shining your light, everybody.